This year we got a new location, Waldo Motorsports in Waldo, Florida. This was definitely the hardest Swampfest build we ever went through. Going to a new venue, starting from scratch, building jumps from scratch, building a whole course from scratch, the weather being horrible. There was a lot of elements that we went through this year that were really, really brutal. I approached them with the idea of doing Swampfest, and they immediately were like, yeah, sure, sounds good. And I didn't really know if they really knew what they were getting themselves into. They were so down that they were even okay with me building a permanent concrete bowl.
Do you remember back in 1966? Country Jesus, he'll be the blues, that's where I learned my live. Up from coast to coast and line to line to every county there. I'm talking about that outlaw X's cut.
Boone and his crew completely killed it. It was their idea to make the arch, and I just trusted them, you know. I was like, yeah, if you think it's a good idea, go for it, just do it, you know.
It's a good idea? Who cares? We got a good crew out here. Boone's been here for like the past 2 weeks, making this thing happen. A lot of mullets, a lot of beer, a lot of cigs. It's either gonna be really sick. No, it's only gonna be really sick.
So listen to your radio almost each and every night. 'Cause if you don't, it's sure you won't get the feeling right. Anywhere you are, everywhere you are. I heard it, I heard it, I heard it on the X.
What I gotta do stuff?
Huge shout out to Boone, Greasy, Ben, all the concrete dudes. Seriously, they absolutely destroyed it. They killed it so hard. Definitely would not be able to make it happen without them. Huge shout out to Monster for helping us make that thing come to life.
I don't care about my job, I don't care about the things I do. I don't care what I say or what you think of me, who cares, fuck you. I don't give a shit about you.
Here.
Boat drinks. Boys in the band ordered boat drinks. Visitor scored on the home rink. Everything seems to be wrong.
Another big thing is like working with the brands and the sponsors about like what they want as obstacles. Some brands know what they want, some brands don't know what they want.
I want the flat going into it to be long enough so it's not like a quick, you know, I don't want people bunny hopping into the up and losing all their momentum. Try and make it as possible, but not possible.
like the independent rail. They obviously are a truck company, so they want the rail. OJ, with being the, you know, a wheel company, they want to have something that you're riding across, so they want to do something across the water.
80 plus feet across the water.
I don't know if you're gonna be going fast enough. 90 feet.
We had the idea to make this flaming rail, and I pitched it to a few different brands, and a lot of people weren't really interested. And then when I told Pit Viper, they were down.
As soon as we're about to start, then we lighted, you were lighting.
We had to figure out how to actually make it work, and I talked to my buddy Dan Perez, that is way smarter than everybody else, and we figured it out, and he was like, yep, I got it. That was definitely a dream idea that we had that we didn't know if possible, and it worked. I just want to make sure that all the brands are hyped, you know, on their obstacles, and that they're hyped on being represented well.
Lift it up to where it's in the center, and then pull that side and tie it. We're gonna have to leave the skid there.
Having this big machine has been our lifesaver. Especially this excavator plus Boone. It's like a match made in heaven. And we're going real high. Like we can only get to like 10, 15 feet up with that.
After being out there for a month and building all that stuff and enduring the elements, Friday morning is when the gates open, and it's all about the people. This is their vacation time. They're setting out their vacation to go to Swampfest for the weekend, and they want to have a damn good time.
Cooked some deer sausage at Swampfest, man. You can't be more swamp than deer, man. We're just chilling, hanging out, enjoying them one time a year, Swampfest 2024. Got some dudes from Rhode Island, Ohio, all over the place, linked up, made the trip down, stopped at a bunch of parks. It was a good time.
Whenever I see so many people together and they're camping and they have their campsites and they, you know, they're grilling out and they're doing all these things, and there's just a whole community element to it.
It's hot Gatorade. You put it on the stove and heat it up.
You know I'm cock strong, you can do me right, and I'll do you wrong. Look out, darling, cause I'm showing you the rebel within. I drop again.
5 years straight already. Me and this guy doing the same barbecue.
I didn't create that, they created that. You know, I had the idea for people like, oh, it'd be cool if people camped, but they've created those campsites. The people have kind of turned these campsites and all this stuff into its own thing, and it wasn't really intentional, but it's kind of happened, and it's really great. I love it.
Welcome to the Colombian neighborhood. It's different. All the events, everybody is here just for fun.
Or maybe it was cause I
Tons of skaters skating while the bike riders are riding. They're all looking out for each other.
so let's live it up and you can see.
BMX skaters, mountain bikers, we got rednecks, we got college kids, you know, like everything now is full on festival.
No more Texas Toast, no more FBM jams. So we have this though, and it's honestly better than all that together.
And we're in an interview over here.
It's unreal the amount of work these guys put into stuff for people to be able to ride, and I think that people really need to have respect for the level of effort that this event takes every year, rain or shine. They put 6 weeks in this year instead of a month. Today, having rain predictions, it's like not ideal, but it's also, it is what it is. These guys put the work in and we come to support it.
Wednesday, we looked at the weather and we realized that there was a 95% chance of rain all day on Saturday. Dave had the idea, he's like, what if we just cover it all with tarps? And we realized it was gonna be an insane amount of work, but like we said, Friday morning, those gates are opening, people are coming in and they wanna have a damn good time. And if we gotta stay up all night to make it happen, that's what we gotta do.
last night. I think I tapped out at like 4 a.m. But Jay, Marcel, and Trey stayed up and finished that whole run over there. They got no sleep. I don't know where they're at. And then tonight we're gonna try and get this area going. So yeah, so Saturday, we got some dry stuff for people to ride, and then obviously the bowl too. So just gotta do what we gotta do to make the event happen.
That was a horrible experience to go through, staying up all night, but it worked. We successfully did a Swampfest in the rain. It's pretty amazing that, you know, the weather was so shitty and everybody still had a good time. I heard multiple people say it was the best Swampfest they ever went to. Shout out to the people, to the sponsors, the entire crew for helping out.
Thanks for tuning in, 2024 Swampfest. We hope you enjoy it.
I know a lot of people think that I put this whole thing on, but it takes a village, you know, and it's not just me, it's everybody that is involved. We all make it happen. Super huge shout out to Mark and everybody at Waldo. They're amazing. I can't wait to do it again. This year, I highly recommend everybody get your ass to Swampfest 2020-2025 because it's going to be a damn good time.